Good afternoon, fellow Rocketeers! Silver Dragon here, coming at you with some more Kerbal Space Program on this fine afternoon. Gonna be continuing from where you left off. Yeah, this is usually the fate of 99.9% of my ships. Anyway, resume saved. YouTube. That's supposed to be a heart. Instead, it's an underscore. I am sad. Anyway. Last time we landed on the moon. We hadn't expected to land on the moon. God knows I didn't want to land on the moon with no landing gear, but we did. Hey, like a boss, using the empty the empty rockets on either side of my main rocket as landing legs, and then we just shot right out of lifted it up, the whole thing, shot out of it like a bit of a cannon after disconnecting, and then went all the way back to Kerbal and landed without a hitch. So now we have a bunch of different new parts from that. We got like 500 science from that. It was ridiculous. So we got to make a new rocket, brand new rocket. Well, let's review the science first here. So we picked up this guy right here. So we do have the Rocco Max, the fat tank, and the Poodle. Now, 390. It's got decent ISP and vacuum. Vectoring range 2.5. Dry mass, resources 0 electric charge. And I did pick up the electricity at last, so I can finally get myself some battery banks going on here and some actual lights to show this thing off, so I don't have to brighten it all to hell for you guys so you can actually see a damn thing in space. Alright, so we're gonna just start off with a fresh rocket here, if I can actually... Here we go. Wait, did I not just buy... No, I guess I didn't. Okay, so I guess I don't have a bunch of different pods yet. So the question is, how many pods do I want to bring with me? Yeah, I'm going to do my usual. I am going to do my usual, just triple pod this baby. And we're going to latch all that together to make sure it's secure and doesn't fall away like it sometimes does when I deploy the chutes on this thing. Oops. Okay. Other side. Beautiful. Alright. That looks nice and stitched together now. It doesn't really require any more than that. Let's go over to utility, add on the parachutes. First the big boss, then the extras. Honestly, I'm just going to put one on each side because the one on the back is kind of redundant. 3 parachutes is more than enough to slow this beast down. Although sometimes it is nice to have more. 3 is enough. There we go. Put that on the side. Alright, so... As I said before, we now have super tanks. But first I want to add some battery. Oh wait, is it really that bad? Is that the battery bank? Yeah, it is the battery bank. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. In which case, I'm going to remove this top section here. We're going to add a bunch of these battery banks up to the top here quickly. Which means I will actually add the 3rd parachute on here just because this is going to make the top one possibly less reliable. That looks actually interesting, actually, does it not? That looks rather interesting. Alright, so now we have more than enough power. I'll have to add some photovoltaic cells. I could have actually added them to here, and that would have been... Ooh, that would actually be like... No, I'm going to remove these, because that would be like epic sails added onto this ship for the front of it. So I've totally got to do that. Okay, I'll add one more on here. We need to do snap 2, angle snap this sucker. Alright, so we now have our epic sails. If these are the ones I think they are. Or are they just... No, actually I think they're just solid... yeah, they're solid ones. These ones don't deploy. Aw, it saddens me. I was hoping they would be the deployable ones, in which case it would be like wings unfurling from the front of my ship. Almost. In which case... I'm going to put one up higher. I'll slap this one in lower so as to make sure we have enough of these. That should give us the power we need. Anyway, now what's next? Ah yes, Science Junior. That way we do science things and collect science and be brilliant. I will also add a couple of these guys on it. Even though I, you know, have to... Well, that would unbalance the hell out of the ship, so no. I'm not going to do that. Let's go to propulsion. Where's that new gigantic... Here it is. Say hello to our new fuel tank. It's a little large, to say the least. Alright, that's all we'll have on the main module is 2. Even that's a bit much, actually. Alright, rockets, rockets, rockets everywhere. But not what I'm looking for. Damn, I could just go like this. No, I'm not gonna do that. Actually, let's lower you down a bit, my friend. That way I can get my RCS in here, which I actually did forget to do. Let's go back to propulsion. That's monopropellant, monopropellant. Do I have no other monopropellant tanks? Nope. I hope that's enough. That'll hold her steady. Hopefully. Alright, let's add on control. No, don't need nearly this much. 4 on each side. Likewise down here. Beautiful. Alright, now the fun part. Need the gigantic Rocco Max stacked coupler. Should be impact tolerance of 9, impact tolerance of 9. So it's about the same for impact tolerance. Max temperature is a little bit better. And the coupler force is the same. Ah, I gotta make myself another one of those. That's damn good chai tea. Alright, so now's the tricky part. I don't know exactly how much fuel this central rocket's gonna be able to lift. Speaking of which, never did add the poodle onto this. There we go. Now, considering I am decking this thing out for a landing mission on Minmus, it doesn't need to be that good. I may have to redesign it later. Okay, we'll have to do. Yep, that's dead center. Kind of wish I wasn't interfering with the RCS on this, but I could probably switch it out to the other side as well. Which will have its individual RCS. Okay, so, propulsion. You know, I could just do this. I guess I didn't need you after all then. These will be our landing legs. Structural. Let's crisscross these a little bit. Okay. Let's add some actual landing legs to our landing legs. I can't deploy those though, because I think they're a little bit too short for this. So I need to add extra bit here to help it land. Yeah, I do. Okay, so we'll go on here. Like so. Hold down Shift and then hit W. Till she goes straight down, like so. See, it doesn't still quite go past it, but then we just attach these guys on here like this. Thus, it allows us to have that, yet still have it work. We'll add a little bit of structural support to this end as well. Just because once we get there, it's going to start wiggling around like a boss. Let's attach these guys together. Okay. Now, the Poodle engine. Okay. The Poodle engine will fire after these ones disconnect, which will be back here. And these guys will fire after the main engines disconnect, which is behind this one. Okay, top part is now staged 100% correct. Okay, propulsion. This is a lot of fuel for this thing to push. I don't know if that would work though. Trying to think if I could do a two, because this thing is high. This thing is high, so if I tried to do, you know, 2 rockets as a, 2 of these fuel is enough to get this as the side here. Let me do an example here quickly, just to show you what I mean. Has to go on the higher. So say 2 fuel is what they can lift efficiently, this Poodle engine. So I add this on here. I need all rockets firing at the same time. So if I were to add another set of rockets up here firing down, it would probably interfere with the other rockets unless I put it in between each other like so. In which case it would not. But that would be some insane yeah, that would be some insane linking I would have to do for this thing. Maybe I should try the asparagus setup for once. You know what? Why not? I will at least attempt it. Okay, let me see what a center of the rocket is, just so I can balance this thing correctly. Right here. Oops. There we go, trying to angle this correctly. The last time you're on double duty, not nothing more. Okay, so how it works is you start off with 2. 1 going out each way. Actually, don't let me. I'll do a separate one here quickly just to make sure that I don't screw that up any. Okay, sub-assembly zone. Save. booster 1. Okay, now what you do is you do that, and then you kind of angle it inwards like this. One more. So what you're basically attempting to do is filling in the gaps in the center. Like so. And that should be even. Then once you've done that, you have to, again, go out and then fill the gaps in the center. This is where things get confusing for me. Because you don't want the rockets to touch, but you want it to keep going. And this is the true asparagus system, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's another perfect loop. So again, we go out. And then in. Now this is supposed to be the most fuel efficient way to do this. Now I may not be putting this exactly as I'm supposed to, but I can't move it any more in than that without it compromising the vehicle, I think. Of course, I am using, you know, angle snap, but still. This will be my last ring, because this will be like a true ring now around all that central rocket. Okay, now let's start on the outside and work our way in, shall we? So we go over to fuel line, and then we start going in. As always, this thing is going to have a maze of space duct tape. Almost wish I could bind this to a key. Just keep following these guys all the way to the center. And that should do it on both sides. So this is the most, by going to 2 tanks all the way in straight to the center, is supposed to be the most fuel efficient way to get this guy done. Make sure that you do not accidentally connect up to the other line, because this is the other side that we're working on, as that will ruin it. Will ruin the whole setup. Now these guys may be able to do or use 3 tanks, so I'm going to add an extra tank on top of all these, and then I'm going to connect them all together really well with space duct tape. See, I almost did this myself here. So to the innermost tank now, finally. Well, innermost circle and then the innermost tank. And there we go, finally the innermost tank. Done, baby. Alright, let's save this thing as... I'm at a question mark there just in case, you know, just in case I'm effing up in some horrible way. I am already starting to lag it out too, which is funny. Oh, this is gonna suck. Really? You're gonna be a dank like that? Buddy, what are you doing here? What did I do to deserve this disrespect from you? Fine, I'll do it on this side then. Okay, that's bullshit now. You should be able to connect that up, no problem. The fuck are you doing? I don't think this is gonna work, man, because once I put this thing together, it's just, it refuses to be... Yeah, no, I'm gonna disconnect these, because once I get it on there, I absolutely cannot get those damn central tanks, so I'd have to rebuild the whole thing, which I'm not gonna do right now. Let me take a look at something, though, because I'm getting lag now. You can hear it in the music, but what is causing it? Because this is nothing. I've built rockets far, far more complicated than this before. Weird. Just like before, I'm getting lag for no reason. Okay, I'll start on this guy. This one's definitely a little bit more time consuming than your typical rocket. Just because they have to do everything times 2. You can't just hit times 6 right now and do this. That did not just fucking happen. Okay, so I'm gonna let that go. Control Z. And wait. Thank you. The outermost edge will get a little bit of a special treatment. And that they'll be a little bit more connected up to each other, I think. You can see everything's a little bit uneven. I would like it to be perfectly set, or, you know, perfectly flat, but that's okay, because it is kind of uneven on both sides. So what I'm going to do is basically amounts to a little bit of this. Just something to give the outer tank a little bit more strength. Forgot about that. Alright, it'll have to do. How the F am I going to get towers attached to this thing properly? Oh well, I can do it. I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it kind of in this little gap here if I can. Let me zoom in a bit more. This should be the central stock. Shift W. So as not to interfere with it as much as possible. Then honestly, I think I'm just going to connect it all up to the very outer edge. Well, you know what? I will do a little bit right here, I guess. With a similar kind of setup to it. To try and keep them out of the way. Okay, and then finally, the outer. Then comes the real pain in the ass. I have to make sure this thing is staged properly. Okay. All rockets will be firing at the same time. Now, it should have automatically roughly staged itself correctly. I hope, but we'll see what happens. This is where I really need to look close at the thing and make sure that everything is tip-top shape. Again, need to drag it all down in twos. You guys can't be left behind, thank you. Shouldn't be that many left. Then it's the inspection that's going to be really suck. Wow, there's still a lot more to go. This setup better work for me. Something tells me I'll be mildly annoyed if it doesn't. Just because of the setup for it. Then again, that's Kerbal Space Program for you. Spend half the time, or no, 3/4 of the time setting up and making your rockets, and then the last quarter bug testing and, you know, the actual purpose of it. Whether it be, you know, just landing or what. Okay, final rocket. Yay, okay. Now, starting at the back of the chain. That's not the back of the chain, is it? Here's the back of the chain. Okay. Correct. Number 2, correct. 3, correct. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If this one works as 9, then I'll probably just go with it. Yeah, it should all be correct. Let's see the last 2 stages. There we go. And that's it. That's the baby set up, ready to go, pretty much. Sweet. All right, we did it. So now the question is, do we want to bring more thing? Ow, ow, my shoulder. Ah, that sucks. Ow. Just bugged out my shoulder. Ah. Oh yes, I almost forgot with this thing too. There we go. Now that's fueled correctly. Oh, hello. Nearly forgot you up here. That would have kept us lit attached to the ground. Are there any other ones I'm missing? Nope, that's it. Okay, this is fuel lined incorrectly. I do have that. I do want to get the RCS thrusters on the outside here. Alright. All that's left to do is to launch this beast, really. I'm pretty sure these can each easily handle 3 tanks. So I would have to completely rehook this whole thing up, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to save it, I'm going to launch it, and I'm going to pray. That's basically what's going to happen here. Oh, fucker. Always forgetting. Always, always, always forgetting. Oi. Slightly foolish, just slightly. Oh, apparently we're missing a Kerbal. Oh well, let's go hire some more test dummies. I mean, loyal Rocketeers. Only the most courageous and least stupid will be brought on to my team. Actually, maybe I should have done the opposite. Most stupid and, you know, the other doesn't matter as much. That would have been good. Oh well. Oh, I guess that's it. Welcome! Well, we got Bill, so that's alright. We got Bill. Okay, let's launch. With the proper crew, let us launch. I suppose I could have waited before to see if the rocket actually just, you know, crashed and burned before, but meh, oh well. Now, with all these rockets, the fuel in the last tank should drain fairly quickly. Nope, it's actually not enough. Okay, revert flight to vehicle assembly. It is burning through the tanks really fast, but we have too much weight in the central stock. That's causing us not to have enough lift. That'll work. Save it, launch it, love it. So hopefully now it should have enough get up and go to get me where I need to go. Because these are some heavy ass tanks. It'll be really nice once I unlock the orange ones, then I'll be in for some serious interplanetary rocketry. Oh, for the love of God, Jebediah. Why didn't you tell your guys? Why didn't you pass on the memo? I gave you the memo. Why didn't you pass on the memo? What, did they all go to the shitter or something? And God damn it. God damn it. Bill Kerman. Donkin Kerman, get your asses to the rocket. It is waiting for you on the launch pad. Move it, boys, move it. I should have had them scale the rocket to get in there, I swear. Bastards. Training all that time to become good old Rocketeers in our, you know, state-of-the-art jungle gym. And then they're late for their damn rocket launch. Alright. Now we should be... Oh, are you fucking kidding me? We're still heavy? I believe I can fly. Wow, I can't believe we're still that heavy. Quickly, land on Kerbal! Land on Kerbal! Okay. God damn, man. That is some heavy freaking fuel, son. Sorry, guys. You had to go. Not even going to connect them with anything this time around. Just going to leave it as is. No. So what I'm going to do instead is... amounts to this. Hopefully I won't need more than that. Okay. It's all she wrote, boys and girls. It's all she wrote. Better be enough. Okay. You guys have had your bathroom break once again. So, Donkin, Bill, let's go. Hopefully we kind of reduced the weight and didn't just massively increase it. Well, we'll see what happens. This thing needs to start freaking going up, man. These rockets at least should be able to lift 2 tanks easily. We're sort of going up now. Already dropping the last tanks. Maybe just this top one has too much fuel. It's just draining us. But goddamn, son. Shouldn't be doing that good a job of it. Not really increasing speed that much either. So yeah, these rockets just aren't up to the task right now, I guess. I needed to get that next tier of tank and rocket. Let's sigh. Oh well, at least I tried. Completely did not even notice that had already been ready to be staged. All rockets are firing. We're just going so goddamn slow because the top part is so freaking heavy. All this is so goddamn heavy that it cannot lift it with any decent speed. Yeah, although the setup is amazing, the setup works. It's just that I don't have the power right now with the current parts. If I had the 650 and with this setup, we'd be out of here by now. Okay, revert to vehicle assembly. Let's use the other rocket for now. We'll add on the new testing device, and we'll use the new rocket and some transmission powers and stuff. That's about it. So load. Load moon launcher 1. Damn. It's too bad I wasted all that time on that for nothing. It saddens me a little bit. Okay, structural science. Actually, you know what? Oh, F you. Whatever. Let me just put this here. There we go. Alright. And you know what? Because I know I can handle it, and I might need the extra fuel on this run. I'm gonna add 2 more stages on. Okay. There we go. There's no reason for it not to work, so don't screw with me, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now. Thank you. Okay, good. Staged correctly. Now, space duct tape. To hold the whole damn thing together for now. Because I already knew this worked, but yeah, I'll need a little bit more fuel, I believe, in order to get to Minmus, because it is that far away. This one will not be able to stretch to that one. So I'll just have to latch it on here a little bit tighter. Like so. Alright. It'll have to do. It'll have to do. So, Bill Kerman. Duncan Kerman. Nice try with the last one, mates. We were just woefully unprepared for how crazy it would be. Okay. Again, we won't need... Well, I'll leave it. I'll leave it, honestly. Honestly, at this point, I'm gonna just let it be as it'll be. Alright. So yeah, had I had the power, the other setup would have worked beautifully, I'm sure. When I get the final rocket, I'm sure I'm going to try it again and use that setup, and it'll be just beyond awesome. Should be able to get to, you know, even the farther reaches of space with it. Up we go, baby. Up, up, and away! Anyway, I can't do that. Don't know why I got Indiana Jones in my head right now, but you know, it's Indiana Jones. Who cares why awesome must be displayed? Whoa! Idiot. Idiot, Silver. Silver's an idiot. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. Completely forgot that I didn't put the fuel line across. Whoops! Whoops! Alright, let me correct that grievous error of mine, shall I? There we go. Now it's set up correctly. Save it, Kerbal it, launch it. Man, these guys, they're, geez, got camels for bathroom breaks here. Goddamn. Hope that don't affect the mission. Alright, so now I have the fuel lines on there correctly. This should be more interesting. We already know it has the thrust to get where it needs to go. We'll see about the rest. Stretch. Pardon me. Alright, let's do this. Now. Thrust to full, SAS to full. Space underwear getting wedged right up in there. Alright. We're good to go. Anyway. Alright, so with all rockets draining from that last engine, it should be popping really quickly here. Rather than how slow it was before. Okay, ready? Good, beautiful, perfect. Disconnect was perfect. Everything was good. Man, I love this rocket. I will call it the North Star. Isn't it beautiful? Actually, that is pretty awesome. I'm gonna take a couple. Oops. I didn't mean to take 3 screenshots, but I guess that works. There we go. I'll take a couple of those nice screenshots of this damn sweet beast. We're already up to 4K. Now those were just it got us up to 4K just those 2 extras I added in. Almost 5K. Damn, maybe I should have added another one, but that would have been it. That would have been it. Okay, here we go. There we go, baby. 45 degree. Right on the line. I'll probably lower it down to 40 just because I heard that somebody actually had tested this a little bit and they found, using McJeb actually, to automate it, and he found that a 35 degree angle was a little bit more efficient than a 45. So since then I've tended to try and lower it to about 40 if I can. Holding it here is the real task. God, more than enough monopropellant. Oh. But this launch went so beautifully. Do I really want to... I kind of do, actually. I almost kind of do. Shit. Damn it. Alright, let's do it. I know it's going to work. I know this launch is going to work, so we'll be fine with that. Let's revert back to vehicle assembly for a second. I forgot something again. Yep. Go silver. Facepalm. So, at least the one good thing is, though, since I did forget it again, I can add on that extra line again here. So add on one last... extra little get up and go here. As well as a whole lot of tape to hold this thing together. It's only one stage, so it should be pretty simple to get this thing quickly slapped together. Oh, come on! Ah! Hate it when it does that. I hit exit in the top right corner when I mean to stage it. Hate that so much. Oh well. Oh well. Dear God, we're already in almost an hour in, and it's just me screwing around trying to get my damn rocket set up. Jesus! Haven't even made it to Minmus yet. Hey, though, depending on the fuel of, depending on how much fuel this thing has when it leaves Minmus, I may decide to try for a quick Duna run as well. Okay, now the idioso, the idiot thing that I forgot was power and lighting. So. Correction. Now let's take two of these off. Or at least one off, actually. Judging by the size of it. Yep, just one would have done. Perfect. Hopefully this will give me what I need. Okay. Let's add... trying to interfere with this as little as possible. Okay, I'll have to do a test before we launch to make sure that everything here is good. Yeah, I thought I had times 2. Oh well. I'll just add them on myself here manually then. Okay, so we now have a crap ton of lights on this baby. Okay. Oh, stupid. Hate it when I do that. Right click off the screen and it will not go away unless you click something on it and then remove it. Drives me absolutely crazy. Alright. Launching for real this time. Let's do this. This is for all the bacon bits. All the delicious bacon bits with pierogies and sour cream and, you know, nice pan-fried onions. All golden and delicious, and I hope I've just made you all very hungry now with a desire to go get some pierogies. Thus has my evil plan of the day come to fruition. Whoa, you're a little more shaky than before. Okay, now, before we get going here, let me make sure this can open without incident. It is not obstructed. The materials show little signs of change, though one of the samples appears to be judging you silently. I like that. Okay, now I think it's number 2, EVA. No problem with the EVA. Okay, reboard. Alright, we're ready to go. SAS to the max. Power to the max. Launch to the max. Alright, everything's to the max. Max it to the limit. Anyway. Pardon me for a moment, though. Ah, so much better. Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. Whoops, didn't mean to knock that over. Doo, 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 doo. Boom! Thank you, extra rocket that I've sent on. You are greatly appreciated getting me up to, well, past 1K, good sir. So I'm hoping that the 3 I added on now get me above 5K. If that happens, I may end up actually either with the central tanks, the central 6 tanks, all full, or maybe even the extra ones at the very ends of them. So it could end up with the central 12 tanks rather than the central 6. Of course, I never count the main tank on in my calculation, just so you know. I haven't forgotten, I just don't count it right now. Okay, I want to go out to 3.5. It's looking good. It's looking good. 4K. Yeah, we're gonna get at least 5K with the 3 tanks now. Nice. So once you've gotten the right balance of thrust and fuel, then you can just start adding it on, adding it on, adding it on, and it'll get you nothing but extra height. See, it's even getting us past 6K even. Nice. There we go. Turning on RCS, getting ready to turn, turning off the SAS. Turning. Trying to bank her a little bit back to 40. There we go. SAS on, RCS off. RCS back on, because we're going a little bit too far away from the 40 now. Almost done. Next stage. Stage it. Being on the line and being at 40 make all the difference in the world. Okay. Should turn the SAS off entirely right now. It's dragging me back a little bit. I don't want that. Because if you're on the line or deviating it by like this much, will majorly make a difference between your, you know, your angle around or rotation around the planet. Okay, 40K, banking down. Banking down the line. Good. As close as you can get to this line without going over it. As that would, although it's not bad, at a certain point it's actually a good thing to go over the line. But once you do, then that's it. Cut all engines, cut all engines. We're way higher than that than I wanted to be. So actually this is exactly the kind of point I was making there, where when it's a good idea to go to the line, or below the line, would have been right now, actually. Because we had a much higher orbit than I had intended to have. So I'm just going to go here to 300, and I'm going to extend it to be a little bit even. 240, 304. Once they do like a little 360 there, it'll be... good enough. More than good enough. How much fuel do I have to burn for that, though? Not much at all. So you can see I should have banked it even below the line once I reached 60K, just to keep it going inwards. Because I was still going... As long as it's on the blue, you're still going up. The moment you're putting it down towards the line, you're kind of banking it down towards the planet. But once you're high enough, it's just giving you the, you know, that gravitational slingshot effect kind of thing. Okay, I've got 9 minutes until the burn. Speed this baby up. 5, 4, 2, 1. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now, as you can see, I was right. I have the entire central engines full fuel, which is really nice. And I still have enough for my other ones for a corrective course. Now, the cool thing with Minmus... Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to eject these, actually. So I'll get like a 2-second burst out of them, and that'll be it. That's alright. The cool thing about Minmus is I have actually gotten approaches to the moon from it, in a way. What I basically mean by that is, in an attempt to get an approach to Minmus, I have actually... Oh, hell, I should have angled myself if I'd known I was going to do that. F. Alright, so what I'm going to do is... Go to the prolapsus, add a maneuver. Come on, let me adjust the maneuver, please. And I want it to be even the other way around. Oh, no, wrong way. There we go. If it's even with the rough top and bottom of that, then that is perfect. Whoop. No, it's not quite right. In that case, you know what? Let's remove that entirely. So, although usually I would like to angle myself to the damn thing. Come on. If you don't mind. Oi. No, I have to adjust it so that it's... I got the proper... Ah, it's annoying. We'll try with that. Hope it's enough. 18 minutes to the node. Let's go find it. Okay, it's this part that costs me a lot of fuel, trying to adjust my angle to the thing and then actually hitting it. I'm sure there's an exact angle for Minmus's interception that I could have gleaned from the forums in a sense, like, you know, do a northeast kind of angle when you're launching the rocket in order to get the perfect you know, orbit around Kerbal that is lined up to Minmus. And where the hell is my... 1 second. Unset target. It's still have 17 minutes till the node, but I can't see that damn node anywhere. Okay, adjusting my angle then. Where the hell are you? Still nothing. There it is. There she is. That's where you were hiding, you annoying little bugger. Alright, let's get going, shall we? Eleven, 10, 9. Almost. Hope I don't overwarp. 1. There we go, 15 seconds. Good enough. Ooh, I can see it right there. Oh, hell yeah, baby. There we go. Perfect, found it. How much of a burn is it? 700. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, considering. Alright, let's go find it, and then begin the warpage. Turn off SAS. Let's follow the line. It's usually in the upper reaches here in the blue when we're taking this kind of a burn. But we'll see what happens. Oh, there it is. Now this needs to be, again, as always, when you're going to a very far away target, it needs to be precise. Precise burn. But it is even farther away is the funny thing with that. It's all the way, it's like twice the distance to the moon to get to Minmus. So actually landing on Minmus is easier because it requires very little fuel. And let me actually light this baby up here for you guys so you can actually see what the hell's going on here. Isn't that so much better now? But let me make sure to watch my resources to make sure I'm not burning up too much. I have to turn it off before we warp though, because warping will drain that. Oh, it seems to actually be doing not too bad, so we'll leave it on. Okay, we got 26 minutes. Two, one. Slow her down, baby, slow her down. There we go. Full burn. Alright, trying to make sure I'm staying dead center. I don't want to alter this course at all if possible. If I do alter the course, I'll have to make an adjustment course to compensate later on down the road. There we go, 0.2. 0.2 to 0.1 it'll have to do. Still good, baby, still good. Alright, back to staging so we can take a look at our beautiful rocket that's made it all the way here so far. Ooh, nicely illuminating that from this angle. I definitely like my new lights, although I could have illuminated the top part a little bit better. It's alright, it's alright. Let's do a observe the mineral bay from here. 25. Do I have a transmitter? Hope I have a transmitter. No comms device in this vehicle cannot transmit data. Shit. Oh well. I forgot a comm device added to this, so that's a shame, but oh well, what can you do? Alright, so we're gonna turn off the lights. We're going to go back to the orbital map, hit F5, save it up, and we're gonna speed away. 10,000 times normal speed. Never do the last one unless you're going like all the way to Saturn or something like that, or Mars, because otherwise you will miss your point. There she is, old Minmus. Now, unlike the moon, Minmus doesn't really have a lot of, you know, features that make it interesting to it. It's just it has some interesting little lakes a bit, but that's about it. There she is. One. But it has an incredibly low gravity. Alright, where am I going here? 35. Let's go locate it. Turn off SAS. Burning RCS propellant. Mono propellant, away! Oh, stretch a bit. Oh, okay. Now the main thing isn't get. Oh, fuck my life. F9, reload. Damn it. Try not to freaking do that again. Alright, good enough. Damn it. Now, if I let this thing go, it would have an approach to Minmus, and, but no. Oh god, what was it? I once set up a rocket trajectory on Twitch that it was insane. What it basically was a approach, or, you know, approach, yeah, I guess it's correct. An approach around, Minmus here, which then curved around back towards Kerbal, but instead of hitting Kerbal, it actually was a complete intercept towards the moon. So and this is from Kerbal, actually. So it was an intercept to Minmus, and then a landing on the moon, basically. It was ridiculously awesome. I could not believe that I actually managed to get that kind of a trajectory. It was sexy. Alright, let's locate my little dot friend here and not screw it up this time. Keeping my finger away from the spacebar. Oh, shite. I just remembered we have no landing legs on this thing now. But that's okay, because I'm going to attempt to do something that is only possible, I believe, on Minmus. Though I've never done it before, so this is going to be something a little unique for you guys. 4 minutes. Okay. Sup, Minmus? Okay, good enough for me. Probably didn't have to make it that extreme. You know, let me readjust that actually, yeah. That'll be a little bit closer without actually hitting the surface. There we go. You can see from here it has these little like green lakes like areas to it that intrigue me quite a bit. And okay, how much more time? We have 46 minutes, so close on that warp. Alright. Now I gotta be precise on this one too, because anything more, and I'm gonna be crashing into the planet. Close enough. Close enough, baby. So, now we come to, okay, Silver, what's your evil plan? You will realize my evil plan the moment we get closer to this place. Okay, so let's turn this on. We turn off my RCS so my SAS doesn't keep freaking wasting it. I'm trying to stabilize the rocket. I need to find the point that is closest to this lovely, lovely hunk of rock, which is roughly right around here. Sadly, now this place doesn't really have a biome, even though you'd probably be able to get some water samples, it looks like, from those. You do not actually get the points or any recognition for that right now, sadly. Sadly. Okay, now there is so little gravity here that I can and will do this. Let me just observe the mystery goo first and all this stuff. Observe mineral bay. Keep the data. Keep the data. Although there's no biomes to it, so basically any reading you get anywhere on this planet, you're gonna get everywhere. Okay, so let go. So yeah, I can actually use the EVA here and land with it. Because there's so little gravity here that I can do that. The question is, how am I going to get back to my ship, though? From here. So I'm going to have to move my guy into orbit and kind of adjust my ship to get him. Basically. Okay. Let's whip out this guy again. Now, I may be approaching too fast, though, because my ship was going quite fast. So this may hurt a little bit. Right now I'm going the opposite direction and thrusting up, so... he still may die, or it may slow him down enough that he actually lives. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I want to save most of my fuel. If I use half fuel to get here, then I'm not gonna... Oh, nope. He died. So it was just too fast. It's just too fast. Because we're going 100 meters a second right now, so he has to slow down 100 meters a second in order to actually land. But anyway, in that case, we're just gonna land. But yeah, it is actually possible to do that, though, here, which is ridiculous. There we go. Alright, let's do this. With all these engines I have, though, it's going to be so ridiculously easy to drop my can again. Fuck it. I'm going to have to go get a freaking bag for this damn thing, I swear to God. Anyway, I digress. It's going to be so easy for me to land, but well, not easy for me to land because there's so little gravity here that landing with this thing is a bit of a challenge in that you have to... What the hell's the word I'm looking for? You have to use so little thrust, so you have to really kind of... Subtle controls doesn't work on thrust, though. Really just mess with the lower end here. Even the tiniest bit of thrust may be too much for landing here. And of course I have no landing legs again, so F me. I was really hoping that would work properly. I could probably still do it if I got a lower orbit and slowed myself down somehow. To try and be like, you know, a 10 meter a second orbit or something. But I've never tried to slow my orbit like that, so I don't know how well it would work. Probably wouldn't, actually. Probably wouldn't. Okay. .1 meters a second, that's what I like to see. Okay, this is where things are going to get difficult. Because, of course, like always, I'm going to have to offset my... Actually, where is it? It's right over here. Nice. At least that's convenient. I'm going to have to offset my sideways movement and head straight down, but... It is incredibly easy here to just take off again. So this is actually, I actually find landing on Minmus even more difficult than landing on the moon. Just because you have to fight the fact that there's so little gravity. Turn off my lights for now. Thing is, though, I want to be over the water area. Fuck. Oh, too much. Damn opposite controls. So now I'm going to have to create sideways movement just to offset this. There we go, perfect. Okay, now let me adjust myself back. So now I can get rid of this sideways movement once I'm actually over this bit of, you know, kind of lit up water that I want it to be. See, with that little thrust, I'm actually going back to orbit. That is how ridiculously low the gravity is here. With that little thrust I used to get over here, I'm now heading back to orbit. It'll have to do. I wanted a little bit more light than this, but it'll have to do. Yeah, because I'm so used to moon landings, I find it so difficult to land on Minmus because of its low gravity. Hopefully with this I should be able to see below me, see my shadow. Okay, so let's do a counter burn. Dead center, baby. Okay. Okay, ready to enable my SAS. At this point, any sideways movement is unavoidable, so I'm going to have to just kind of land it. Let's try my lights here. Hopefully it'll help give me a bit of a shadow. There we go. I don't see my shadow anywhere. That's usually what makes me crash, is I cannot see my shadow, so I can't land properly without smashing into it. So the good thing is, if you reduce this thing to about, like, you know, 2-4 meters a second, then it'll fall that lightly. So I could land and actually not even damage any of the engines, possibly. There's my shadow. There you are. I was looking for you, old friend. See? Falling incredibly lightly. Kissing the Minmus, man. Kissing the Minmus. Plop. Look at that. Look at that. With like less than 0.5 meters a second, I landed. Less than 0.5. Alright. Observe the minerals bay. Well, the mineral samples were processed and began to turn your thoughts to how much Minmus looks like a mint dessert. Lovely. And have discovered that you are now hungry. Delicious. Let's get some mystery goo samples here. This should be more than enough to get the next tier of rocket. Nope. Observe the goo. Observe the goo. Crew report. Alright, EVA. Number 1. Again, this one has no biomes, so it doesn't make a difference if I take a soil sample, like, far away or, you know, right here. So everyone's basically just going to take their surface samples right here. EVA report, keep the data. Oh shit, I have to actually back myself up here because I'm going too fast. Alright. Oh wait, let me... quick save, because last time I put a flag down on Minmus, it crashed. And I was unable to proceed because the plaque doesn't show up. Yay. Hopefully I'm not misspelling that. Debatable what I want to do for this one here. There we go. That works. Okay, so, whee! Look at that. Look how he just hops. And look how high he goes. We just lightly jump here. I don't even think that was with RCS influence. Oh, hey, we can take a nice little look inside of our science bay there. Lovely science gets conducted in there. Boarded up. How's our resources for... Oh god, no, our electricity's fine. Okay, EVA the next guy. Jebediah, it's your turn, good sir. Down we go. Yeah, we didn't even damage those at all, man. At all. Alright. Take a surface sample. Keep the data. EVA report. Keep the data. Jebediah! Wait, is this one Jebediah? Oh, this one's Bob. No, it is Jebediah! Jebediah Kerman approves of this flag. There we go. Alright. Whee! Up we go. Zoom. But again, I have to be careful not to even touch this thing, otherwise, with the low gravity, even smacking it with a Kerbal could be death for this thing. Alright, let go. I would love to go everywhere. But then again, I learned that it was only the moon and Kerbin that have biomes from somebody else during the release of this version. So it could be that that's true, or it could be that, you know, he had secondhand information himself. But I'm pretty sure it makes sense that they only had time to get Kerbin and the moon done, and then just some basic stuff for everywhere else. That makes sense. But the interesting thing is they're actually coming out with a new, I may have mentioned this last time, a new science module. That basically you can, all the data that you collect, instead of having to bring it all the way to Kerbin. Oh Jesus, I'm falling. You can actually do science on it where you are. Whoops. And it's a big unit too. It is large. It is like wide as the, almost a bit wider than this, and about as large as this as long as this tank. Alright, so that's all 3 of you have had done your EVA reports. All 3 of you have gotten your soil samples now. So it's time to leave. And we've gotten all the goose samples I want to get from low. I'll take some goose samples from high orbit and we should be good to go. Okay, so full burn for a good couple of seconds. Surface. Orbit. Okay, let's head home, boys. Let's head home. Oh, wow. This actually has me, too, heading back. Oh, actually, no, it has me going way the hell away. So, because I can't change it, I'm currently going this way. So, what I need to do is... There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Kind of, sort of. It's a little over-enthusiastic, it seems, with that. There's so little gravity, I'd expect it to be a little bit better than that, but nope. Let's go this way. Thank you, lads. I appreciate your helpfulness. Getting me here and getting me landed, all that stuff. Okay, this should be... Wow, 3,000 meters. Yeah, I know it's not going to happen. Come on. Damn it. Fucking such a pain in the ass to turn this thing the way I want it to. Hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. Kind of. There we go. What's my RCS at, though? Very freaking low. Very freaking low. Okay, let's stop screwing around with this thing, then. Turn off RCS. There you go. Now I got a proper orbit around this thing again. I can... At the prolapsus, add a maneuver. Works for me, baby. Works for me. Let's go find it. That's probably what was causing me to use up so much damn sass, or so much monopropellant, was that my sass was on. So it was trying to counter my movements while I was trying to go a direction to try and keep it balanced when I didn't want it to be balanced necessarily at the time. Okay. There we go. Oh, puppy, who are you barking at? Let's do this, baby. Honestly, if that's all it is right now, so I'm already on my way to Kerbal. So why would I adjust it? I'll wait till I've escaped its... Did I already take my readings? Except for hopefully the one good reading I wanted to take in deep space. Nope, I used them all. Quick saving, baby. Quick saving. Look how close that was, too, to actually being a moon interaction as well there. That was pretty damn close. So obviously right now I'm still in a slingshot maneuver around Kerbal. But once I get near Kerbal, somewhere around here actually, I'm just going to do a counter burn and land. Using all my power. Using all my evil space rocket powers, I will land. Whoop. Oh shit, no, I am landing. At a high velocity I am landing, it seems. It's all up to me now, baby. Trying to slow my sideways movement. With everything I have, trying to slow it. It'll help when I hit the atmosphere at 30,000 or 36, I think. Nope, 30,000. Nope, there we go. A little before. This will help a lot. Okay. Disconnecting. Engaging. Enabling landing gears. There we go. And down we go, baby. Down we go. Alright. Getting there. I really hope we got a crap ton of science, because I need to use that directly into that tree. Into the, what the hell's it called? The, oh shit, the rocket tree, basically. So I can unlock that, well, at least the next level, if not the last level rocket. Alright, so let's slow her down, slow her down. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh crap, 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 crap. Slow it, 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 slow it. Not trying to crash into this thing here, just trying to... Or take off, actually, I should say. Alright, let's do it. Give it a little boost. Deploy all parachutes. Disconnect. That should lightly drop into the surface, and I should be close behind. Hopefully my legs will protect this thing. Get ready to recover the vehicle the instant that I can. Recover. So that it doesn't flip over, crash, or anything like that. I'm just going to instantly recover that thing. Alright, let's see what I got. Holy fuck! 602.5 science! That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. 19 experiments recovered. We did amazingly well in that last run. Amazingly well. Alright, let's unlock this guy. 106, no problem. I have to unlock this in order to get the next tier. So it's 300 science to unlock the atomic engine, which is actually a really decent engine for going in the vacuum, because although it doesn't have that much power, the ISP it has is really nice. I might need that tri-decoupler. That's a bi-decoupler. We have the adapter piece, but no tri-decoupler. So I got no choice but to unlock this guy if I want to get to this tier. So I'm going to do that. Too bad I don't have enough for this guy here, which would be nice photovoltaics. Oh well, that's okay. We will try to make a Duna approach, grab a bunch of science from that, and then come back. And that should get us where we need to go. But that'll be it for today. So we had our Minmus landing. We used our same rocket pretty much. I almost successfully managed to EVA land it. If I had actually slowed down my ship more, I probably could have. Oh well, what can you do, eh? What can you do? Because I can never seem to, you know, use the... That's something that would be nice if there actually was a new addition to the trajectories. If you want to keep your current trajectory, but slow down. And so it'll actually give you a trajectory to do that. It would be nice. Because I have no fucking idea. Because trying to turn that thing around to be the opposite of where it's supposed to be going is such a pain in the ass. Larger control, which would give me the Kupla! An MK2 lander can and the big RCS tank, which would be nice to have, actually. If I had the science for it. And then right over here we have what is essentially the final step in rocketry. Now that I've unlocked this one, it should be allowing me to... Or is this one I have to unlock now to get to it? I guess I might have to. Well, F. Basically, this one right here, though, is the final step in rocketry. Heavier rocket, and then the final rocket, which is the large orange tank and the big ones. But we have the skipper rocket engines now, so that'll allow us to make the, you know, asparagus setup we had last time and actually have it function. But yeah, we'll do that next time. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed, and have yourselves a great one. We'll catch you all next time. So, Dragon out.